segment. Put your hands together.
Did not turn in my scripture. All right. I did not turn in my scripture, so y'all don't have it up on the screen, but you got your Bibles with you. Come read with me. Come read with me. Come read with me. So we're talking this morning about the tongue. What you say out your mouth. What you gonna say? What you gonna say out your mouth? So, he had his way, I had my way, and so. My title is Say Something Else. All right. Say something else. Say something else. Say something else. So I was coming two ways, right? And the first way I was coming, you know how you get in a, I don't want to say an altercation.
Come on now.
Misunderstanding. And you get so bored, you get so heated. And next thing you say something else. Just say something else. I mean, your teeth be gritted and it be all in your inside. Just say something else. Say what? Just say one thing. Y'all know y'all doing it right now. Just say something. I know. How about when you was little, right? And your mother tell you do something and you go storming off. Then you really storming off and you hoping she ain't hear you stop. That's the first thing. You hope she ain't hear you stop. But if she heard you stop and mumble something, what you say?
And they instantly say something else. Nothing.
And then she say something else.
But we found out.
Yeah?
We found out. See, Shay and Sean think that because they grown now, confession has become good for the soul.
Yeah, they confess.
So we was having this laughing moment one day in the family room.
Yeah, come on out.
And so they confessed that when mommy and daddy used to tell them to go upstairs and go to bed, and we were fussing them, how they get you to stop the steps and make faces at us. You always
They were probably saying, say something else, say something.
And so Cam and I bust out laughing because we was like, we knew that. We did that too.
Say something else. Say something else. So I want to go to 2 Kings.
Second what?
2 Kings.
Okay.
And I want to go to chapter.
Yeah, take some notes, y'all. Write these people. You're going to need them this week, I promise.
I want to go to chapter. I want to go chapter 20. I want to talk about chapter 20. I want to talk about King Hezekiah.
Okay.
Oh, mine.
Say something else.
Say it.
Say something else. Say something else. Just say something else.
That's it.
Say something else.
Say something else.
So, chapter 20, verse 1 says, in those days, Hezekiah was sick and near death. And Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, went to him and said to him, thus says the Lord, set your house in order, for you shall die and not live. Then he turned his face, he meaning Hezekiah, to the wall and prayed to the Lord, saying, remember now, O Lord, I pray, how I have walked before you in truth and with all loyal heart, and have done what was good in your sight. And Hezekiah wept bitterly. And it happened, before Isaiah had gone out into the middle of the court, that the word of the Lord came to him saying, return and tell Hezekiah, the leader of my people, thus says the Lord, the God of David, your father, I have heard your prayer, and I have seen your tears. Surely I will heal you.
Amen.
I'm going to stop right there. So we're at a point where Hezekiah has become sick. He's become very ill. And the word of the Lord, the prophet came to him and said, the Lord said, you shall surely die. Now, sometimes we get in our own situations and we see that there's no way out. I can't get out of this.
That's right.
I done paid the bill. They won't make an arrangement with me. It's just not working out for me. The situation has gotten badly ill. It is sick. It is about to die. In your head, you can't even figure out who can I get a loan from, where can I go, who can I talk to, how am I going to figure it out. It's just going to die. It's about to die. It's all over. It cannot be resuscitated at this point.
Yes, Lord.
I'm here today to tell you, say something else.
That's right.
Don't say what the bill is saying. Don't say what your mind is saying. I'm saying today, say something else. Somebody done told you that you weren't cute. Some told you was too dark. Some said you was too skinny. Some said you was too fat. Some said you needed to lose weight.
The devil is a lie.
I'm saying something else.
Something else.
Today is the day we say something else. So as Hezekiah was sick, he reminded God, God, I have done this, I have done that. I have served you. See, before King Hezekiah took over, the other kings were, they were bad kings. They were bad. They were doing evil. They had idols, and they even had taken Moses' rod that turned into the snake. They had made that an idol. That was one of their gods. Hezekiah got rid of it. He said, this going to be your God? We're going to get rid of this. We're going to serve the God. We're going to serve the I am that I am. So Hezekiah had begun to turn the people back towards God himself. So because Hezekiah had this death sentence on his life, he says, now God, here's my resume.
Right.
Can you pull up your resume to your situation? Say, God, this is my resume on this. Look, I have been faithful. I have done this. I paid my tithes.
Come on now.
God, I need you to step in. And so when Hezekiah did that, he released his resume unto God. He says, God, I've done all I could do. There ain't nothing else I can do. He began to cry. I don't know if Hezekiah was crying because of the word he got or because he knew who God was, so they were tears of joy. I know it says bitterly, but I'm wondering, was bitterly just a description? Because it could have been tears of joy because he knew who God was. And he knew that God would not turn on him. And so before the prophet could leave the region, he only got a few steps away. He got to the inner court.
Okay.
And when he got to the inner court, God had said something else. He said something else. Did we read what God said? We ain't read what God said he was going to do. He says, let's go to chapter 20 down to like 6. Let's start at 5. Let's start at 5 so we get the whole story of it. He says, return and tell Hezekiah, the leader of my people, thus says the Lord, the God of David, your father, I have heard your prayer. I've seen your tears. Surely I will heal you. On the 3rd day you shall go up to the house of the Lord, and I will add to your days 15 years. Amen. I will deliver you and this city from the hand of the king of Assyria. So I don't care what you're going through. I don't care. Just say something else. I don't care how you feel about it.
Right.
Just say something else. God told Hezekiah, because you said something else, I'm going to add 15 years.
Yes, God. Thank you, Lord.
He going to add 15 years. God is going to add 15 days.
Come on now.
He's going to add 15. Just if you just say something else. You get in your spirit to say something else. God is going to add to you.
I was just thinking about that from a prophetic standpoint. The prophet, now just imagine this room. The prophet was meeting with Hezekiah in there. Hezekiah laying on the sofa about to die.
About to die.
He already pronounced death on the prophet. Prophet already pronounced death on Hezekiah. Now he leaves Hezekiah. He leaves the private quarters. He leaves the inner court. He's headed on the outer court before the Lord caught him and said, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Come on now.
Return to him.
My God. Yeah.
So now remember, the prophet had no idea of the conversation between God and Hezekiah. So as a prophet, I've already done pronounced death on this man.
Yeah.
Now you're going to stop me right here and tell me to go back and take back what you told me to say.
My God.
But when you hear from God and you know that you sure enough hear from God, I don't care what it looked like. And all Hezekiah did was turn to a wall and start talking.
Yeah, right. How about that?
He ain't called nobody. He didn't need to talk to nobody. He talked to the one who held his life in his hand.
Yeah.
See, our problem is our tongue wants to go talk to somebody who's in a similar situation.
Yeah.
We need to call somebody and share this. I just need you to pray for me because we make people our God.
Yeah.
I don't care how well you pray. I welcome it. However,
Thank you, God.
and a lot of times, sometimes, be honest, we talk too much. And a lot of times, when we say it again, we talk too much. And then sometimes we put our, watch this, we put our faith more in who we telling the situation to than the one who already knows the situation. You need to watch watch what we say. Because Hezekiah could have easily wrapped it up and said, well, this is it. Ain't no need to pray to him no more. Decision has been made. No. There's always that brink of time. Because in my own personal feelings, I still feel like if Adam had not bit the fruit and talked to God first, he wouldn't be in this situation. Amen? Amen. But he turned to Hezekiah. Hezekiah turned to the wall. Left everybody behind. He said, I need to go back and I need to have this conversation with God all over. I know I can't start over, but can we do something new?